Hello. Okay, good day everyone. Thank you for coming into this YouTube channel, Trade Live with Precise Trader. Today is 21st of July, and this is Asian session. Okay, do take note of the risk disclosure. Day trading in foreign exchange is risky. Past results are not indicative of future returns. The content on this webinar is mainly educational purpose. Use your information entirely at your own risk, and you must assess the risk of your trade with your broker before you put in your trades. So with that, we move on to our live analysis. So the key data that is going to be out this week is we had a New Zealand CPI quarter on quarter. Forecast was 0.6 and came out to be 0.5, slightly lower than expected. Then we have BOE governor giving a speech tomorrow, and we also have a Fed chairman also giving a speech, then followed by Richmond Manufacturing Index from the US. Then on Wednesday we have existing home sales. Then Thursday we have a RBA governor giving a talk. Then we have all the flash PMI from all the respective countries like Europe, pound, then also from the US. Then we have a Canadian retail sales, and we also have a ECB press conference and new home sales from the US. So Friday we have the pound retail sales, and we have from the US core durable goods orders. So overall, I think this week is a soft data week, because not much important data that is going to be out by the interest rate announcement or anything else. So let's move on to our live trades. Okay, we have not just not started keying in any orders yet, so we'll start to key in starting from the euro. Okay, so euro we are looking for, remember, we got to key in a few orders, meaning to say weekly order, day order, then scalping order. Okay, and of course we may have the day and weekly on either end, either side, because just in case one side is missed. Okay, so that is the thing we need to take note. So let's start off with euro. So starting from weekly, okay, so at least we will get a very clear idea on the range. So when we look into the weekly, okay, let me see. So the thing is, we have yet to see the low. Okay, the correction is yet to be over. So we are expecting the price to move even lower towards 144.50, towards 144.50. So if we look for extension, okay, I think we can put it as comfortably put as 144.50 as our weekly target. Okay, then as far as this the daily sorry the weekly high is concerned, so the weekly high has to be below 16660 and 1720. Okay, 11720, or okay, I think the starting point is wrong. Extension of this level, then that should be 11650. okay, 11650, 116 uh, 660 and 11720. So what we will take is, as of now, we will take let me see one more level we can see. Okay, we can put it as 11685. Okay, so maybe the 11685 we can put it as day and 11720 as a week. So we have two levels on the weekly. Okay, two levels on the weekly. We are going to key in two levels. Okay, 11720. We'll put it as stop as 11755, and TP we will leave it, and this is a GTC order, and we are looking at weekly high. Okay, then we are going for a weekly low or weekly target at 11450. 11450, and the stop is about 40 pips away. GTC weekly low. Sorry, this is so we have two orders. This is a weekly low and weekly high. This is the targets we are expecting. So we need to go and play the game based on those targets in mind. So let's start off with the daily. So the daily high and the daily low. Okay, we are expecting the high not beyond 11670. Okay, right now this is 11630, and the low we should not expect beyond 11540 or slightly lower 11510. Okay, then to know that, I think it's best we go and look for hourly movement. So when we look into the hourly movement, looks like this market is going to come down. So we are looking for the price, the high already seen. So we can go for a lower high on the daily, which means to say either 11645 or 11655. So target we should look for 11580 conservative, and of course if it breaks, then we can go for 11545. Then as far as the daily low is concerned, we will take it as 11510. So these are the two levels based on the chart, and these are the levels we are going to put in for daily levels. So the daily looking for a sell. Okay, daily looking for a sell at 116. I said 11655. Okay, stop loss 11685, and this is a day order, day high. Okay, then the TP is 1.1580. So this is the day order. So the same thing, we are looking for a day buy at 11510. So we'll put it as 11470 and 11560. So this is the day low. So we have a one buy one sell day and one buy one sell on the week. So then finally we go into the scalping entry. So the scalping entry, we should be looking to sell at 11615. Okay, but let me look into the 15-minute to see whether, yeah, we have already seen the high on the 15-minute. So we should be looking to sell at 11630 and TP, we should be looking for a extension of this, which is 116 or slightly lower, okay, lower towards 11585.90. Okay, definitely before that. So we will go for a sell at 11630, and we have already seen the high on the 15-minute. So that should give us a clue. So we are going to go for a sell. One 11630, 65. Put it at 60. Stop. And 11590, and this is expiry until 6 p.m. 6 is 18 minus 5 is about 13 hours. Okay. Okay, 13, and this is the scalping entry. So we have for the euro, we have weekly orders keyed in already, daily orders keyed in already, then scalping, which we are just keyed in. So we are just trying to sell, and this we are looking at a 40 pips move. So let's move on to the next currency. Okay, the next currency we are looking for is the pound. Okay, pound weekly. Okay, weekly, this is pound looks more or less this is weaker than the euro, because this is already hitting near the previous week low, which is a long range. So if let's say this breaks, then we are looking for a final target extension towards 132.20. Okay, or we can see a retracement towards 132.80. So two trades we look for weekly is we will take it as 132.20 as a target for the weekly. 132.20, that is before around this level. Okay, then as far as the weekly entry level is concerned, okay, right now we are seeing 134, so either we should be looking to sell near 134.80 or 135. So we have two levels for the weekly order. So since this is a congestion on the daily, so I don't think the daily high should be this, and weekly high maximum we can expect is extension of this level, okay, which is 35. So I think we'll take two levels, two extremes. One is selling at 35, the other one is buying at 32.80 as our target. Okay, so this is going to be pound weekly buy, okay, our weekly target at 132.20. So that indicates that that is going to be our target for the week. So that is easy for us to remember. So that when we we only do work once a week. So then slowly we will adjust every day, the level, so it is easier for us. We don't have to do the repeat doing the same work again and again. So the next order we are going to put in is weekly sell. Okay, weekly sell. This is at 135.05, 135.05, and we'll put the stop at 45. This is a GTC order, and weekly high we are expecting. So if you notice the weekly levels, we don't give targets, so that will be another way to easy for us to track. So the entry level will decide, that is going to be the high for the week, and this entry level will decide on the low for the week. So the daily should happen before these levels. So the next one, we are selling So for the daily high, we look to sell near 34.80, and the daily target should be 33.80. Okay, 33.80. And if this low breaks, then we should see an extended price towards 33.20 or 32.95. So for the daily, we need to look at the hourly, so at least we get a very clear indication. So when we look into the hourly, we have seen the high on the hourly. So the entry for the daily, instead of 34.80, so now we are trying to bring it down to 34.5. 34.5, and the target we will go for 33.20. So this is a daily. Then on the buying, I think we will go for a lower level, which is 33 or 32.95. So I think we already got what we wanted. So we will go for a day. Okay, day. Okay, I can put it as a day low, high, or day sell. Okay, 34.45. Okay, 34.45, 34.75.80, and 33.80 or 33.20. So we put it as 33.20. Day order, this is a day sell. Okay. Then we are going to go for a buy which is pound buying order at 33. We'll put it as 33.20. In fact, remember earlier on was 32.95. So we will just put it as 33 or maybe 33, 33. Then 32, 32.70 as stop, and 33.45 or 50, because this is a counter trade. So we'll put it as day buy. So we have pound day buy and day sell. So then now we are going for a scalping. Okay, finally the scalping. Okay, sorry, the screen I didn't change, but I'll change together. So the scalping entry, we will try to sell at 33.25 or 30. Then we will put 33.85. Okay, so let me change the screen. So this is a scalping sell. Okay, scalping sell, selling okay, 25. We'll put it as 25. Then stop at 55, TP at 33.95. Okay, so this is scalping. So we will put it on expiry until the next time bar, which is 18. So we have 5 orders for the pound. Okay, weekly high selling, weekly low buying 32.20, weekly high selling, daily high selling, and daily low buying and scalping sell. Okay, altogether we have 5 orders for that. So now let's move on to the next trade, which is your dollar yen. Okay, dollar yen, we'll start off from the weekly range. So weekly okay, we are expecting this high to break. I think price can still go higher. So if it breaks, we should see the price extending. Okay, extending towards 15110, 15050. Okay, here 15120. So we will take that as a final target. Then as far as the weekly low is concerned, okay, we 47.80, so that might be the low. Or let's get into the daily. Okay, I think this is still we can see the price going slightly lower. Okay, so if that is the case, we may have seen, okay, this today market open, I think there was a gap down, then I think the market started to move up. So I'm not sure whether this data is right or this is a bad take. So anyway, we'll try to be a comfortable weekly entry. We will try to go for a buy at either 46.90 or 47.50. Okay, so we'll take these two levels as a benchmark level. Okay, we will change if needed. Okay, so we'll go for 2 entries. One is selling at 51.20, another one is buying at 47.5 on the weekly. So let's go on the dollar yen. Okay, weekly low we are looking at 47 half, and stop will put as 47.10. Okay, weekly low. Okay, so this is a weekly low buy order. Then we are going for a weekly sell or weekly high. Okay, whichever you want to call it. So we'll go for 151.10. Okay, the 20 was the high, remember? So we'll go for 151.10 and put a stop about 40 pips away, and this is a weekly high. So we have two orders on the weekly. Okay, next is let's go for a daily order. Okay, the daily order, okay, we should be looking to buy at 40. The low, okay, let's see the 2 hour. Okay, then we can see whether, okay, this is not a guarantee that this is going to be the low. So then if that's the case, let me check. Okay, as of now, we will take this as the low for the day. Okay, we'll put it as 47.85, and the TP we should be looking to either this level. If it breaks, then we should see an extension towards 49 half. So the daily buy we will go for 47.85, target 49 half. Then the daily sell we will take it as 49.70, sorry, 150 level. Okay, so we'll go for this two levels as the target. Okay, one is so we are going for a daily buy at 47.85, or we'll put it as slightly higher, 47.95. Then the TP we'll put it as 49 half. Okay, this is a day until the end of the day. So this is a day buy. Then we will go for a day sell at 50. That means we are expecting the price to break the previous high. Okay, day sell, and the TP also we can put roughly 49.30. Just okay. So we have a day buy and a day sell. Okay, then finally we look for the hourly, sorry, the scalping buy. The scalping is 15 minutes low is already seen, so we will try to go for a buy at 48.35, and TP is about 80.85. So that should be your call for a scalping entry. And this is expiry is another 5 to 6 hours. Okay, 5 hours. So buying at 148.30. We put a stop as 148 and 148.80, and this is until 5 p.m. Okay, so we have 5 orders: weekly buy, weekly sell, daily buy, daily sell, and scalping. Okay, for those of you who have just joined, okay, just take note that our trading is mostly systematic. Okay, we'll try to plot the high and low for the week, high and low for the day. Then we'll try to take a trade at the extreme, which is the lowest risk which we can see. But of course, we have to sit in front of the screen. Sometimes we may not get that entry, so we have to stay focused to see whether the low is seen or high is seen. Then probably you may want to enter the market, but the levels indicate that as the extreme levels, so that should be your clue for the trade. So the next trade we are going to look for is Aussie. Aussie weekly range we are looking for is, okay, I think the weekly high is already been seen. Okay, I've seen at 65.95. So the weekly high for this week should be within this high. So most likely it's about 65.60 or extension of this level. Okay, extension of this level, which is 65.60 also. So let's see the daily, then we might get a clear idea. Okay, I think now we have an idea. So we should not see the high for the week to go beyond 65.55. So 65.55, this is going to be our weekly sell level, and the buy level, we can expect the price to break this low, extension towards 64. So we will take it as 65.55, stop above this level high, which is 65.95, and this is a weekly order. So let's key in this weekly high. What we are expecting, this weekly high is 65.55, around 65.55, 65.60 level, not more than that. So we will go for a sell at 65.60, 60. Then we'll put a stop at 66. That means 5 pips above the previous high, and TP 64.10, GTC, and this is a weekly high we are expecting. So Aussie 65.60 weekly high we are expecting. So the weekly target of 64.10. So that is going to be our weekly target. So let's do one more round to see what would be our weekly target. So at least if you're going for a buy, then we can see. So the weekly low should be extension of this level or maximum this level, which is 63.90 or 63.70. Should not go beyond this level. So let's go for a buy at 63.80, since we are trying to take a profit at 64.10. So slightly lower, we should be able to take our entry. But of course, these adjustments all will be made every day. So that would be the easiest way of putting trades. We don't have to work again, to see the entire phase again. Okay, so this is a weekly low we are expecting. So we have daily buy, sorry, weekly sell and weekly buy. Okay, now we go for a daily buy and daily sell. The reason why, I hope you must understand the reason why we are doing this is, at least we know that this is going to be our target. So at least we can play that registers, then we can hold on to our targets, sometimes when we want to go for a TP. So when we look at the daily sell, we need to see at least 65.55 or 65.40. Then the target, we should see the price break this low, and if it breaks, then we'll go for 64.10. Okay, that was, remember, the weekly buy, weekly target we have put in. So now looking at the hourly, so this indicates that the price has already seen on the high on the hourly. So we will go for a sell at 65.30. Then the TP, we will try to exit before this level. Okay, this level probably we can put at 64, 65. So that should be our daily level of target. Okay, so then the daily buy, we can take either this level or extension of this level. Okay, this can be either one, but you must take note that this level will be only reached provided it breaks this low. So it may happen today, or it may happen tomorrow, or it may happen any one of this within the next 2-3 days, but for sure you should see the price testing that level. So let's see the daily order. Okay, the daily order for Aussie, we are going to go for a sell at 65.30. Then stop, we'll put it at 65.70, and TP will put a conservative stop TP, which is 64.70. So this is a day sell. Okay, so we have a weekly sell at 65.60, day sell at 65.30. Then we go for a day buy. Okay, the day buy, we should be looking to buy somewhere near just now I gave was 64, 60 as the previous low, 55. So maybe we may want to put it as 64.20, extension of that level. Then stop 63.80 and 64.60 as the TP. Maybe we'll try to put 10 pips because, oops. Okay, we'll lower a bit, 10 pips. So 64.10 buying, 63.75 stop, and 64.60 as a TP, and expiry is day, so this is a day buy. Okay, sometimes we can put day buy or cautious buy or cautious sell when we do a counter trend, so that would be the thing. So maybe we will try to confirm with the words, so at least it's easier for you. So then finally we come for a scalping. To scalping, we try, definitely we got to be within the range. So we'll try to go for a sell at 65.15 and 64.80. But to see that, I think it's best we see the uh, the character on the 15 minutes. So the 15 minutes is saying that this is caught in a cautious thing, but looks like we may see the bounce slightly higher. So I think we'll put it as 65.20, 20, then 64.90 as the TP. Only 30 pips we are looking for. Okay, so let's put in that order. Okay, 65.20, 55, and 64.90. Okay, expiry. This is until 5 p.m. until the next time belt. So we have 5 orders, 1 scalping, 2 day, and 2 swing. Okay, altogether we have 5 orders for this. So now let's move on to our gold. Okay, the next one, the gold, we look for gold US first. So if we look at on the weekly, okay, weekly target for gold, we are seeing the price action looks, the market is making higher lows, okay, higher lows. So that is the clue. So that means this week low has to be higher than or equal than this low. So what we can do is we can go for a extension of this level as the weekly low. So which means to say about 27, okay, 27, 25 should be the weekly buy. And weekly target, if you ask me, I'm looking for see whether this high breaks. If this high breaks, then we should see the target of 34.05 and 34.20. So any one of this 2 levels as this week target. So let's see the daily, then we might get a clue on the weekly low. So just now, remember I told you I'm looking at the weekly low to be 3325. So when we look into the daily, we got a clue. We can go for a extension of this level. Which is 3320. So I think we have got what we wanted. So we'll go for 2 entries on the weekly. Okay, this is a gold US. Okay, then let me see the target one more round. Yeah, about 3427. Okay, we'll put it as the target. So gold US. Okay, I've already got the information what is needed for me. So this is a weekly buy. We are going to go for 33. We'll put it as 3320. Okay, stop 3314 half. And the TP, we'll put it as 3405 conservative. Okay, this is a weekly buy. Okay. So this is a weekly buy. We are going for 3320 stop. That means what we are trying to say is we should not expect this weekly low to go beyond this level. So that's what we are trying to tell you and just share with you the information. So then we are going for a weekly sell. Okay, that is 3427, and we'll put it as 333432.5 as the stop, weekly high. Okay, so this is the weekly high we are expecting, 3427 or 3435. That was one of the previous high level. Okay, so now we are going for a day buy and day sell. So the day buy target, we should exit before 3375 or extension of this level. Okay, either one of this level, either the high or extension, which is 3375. Okay, so that should be your target. So as far as the entry is concerned, we need to see whether have we seen the low. So this indicates that most likely we may have seen the low on the hourly. So which means to say the price low should not go below this low, which is 48, and we can put a stop at 44. Then the TP, we can go for a tight extension, which is 3365. So let me gain all the information, then I can give you a better version. Okay, so we will go for a scalping buy at 52, or we should be, it should be an extension towards 50. Okay, so we have all the information needed for the day and the scalping. So overall, I think we should be going for a buy. Okay, buy. Let me see the okay. We'll go for a day buy at 48 and the target at 75, and we'll go for a scalping buy at 50, target at 65. Okay, I think we already got what we wanted. Okay, so the day buy, $48, stop at 43.5, and TP 75. Okay, so this is a day buy order. Okay, then the scalping buy, we'll go for a buy at 50. 50, stop 44. Okay, $6, and the TP is either we can exit at 60 or 65. Either one is okay, but you just have to manage it. And this is expiry, we will give another, it's only $3 away, so I think we can give another 2-3 hours. Okay, that is fine. So we have a 50 buying, stop at 44, then TP at 65. Then we need to go for a day sell, which means we are expecting to sell on the high for the day. So that one, I think we can go for either 80 or 82. Okay, let me, if let's say we are going for an extension of your previous high, that is very far away. So I think we will go for about 80, 84 or 85, just put in, then later we'll do the adjustment if needed. So this is a day sell. Okay, day sell at 85 and stop at 90 half. And if we are selling at 85, remember this is a counter sell. So counter sell, always remember we have to key in the TP. When we are going in the direction of the trend, we may not, but when we are doing a counter trend, we got to give a TP. So this is a day sell. Okay, so we have 5 orders for the gold US. So buying at 20, this is a weekly target, or weekly low we are expecting, and selling at 3427, this is a weekly high we are expecting, and the daily high we are expecting somewhere near 80 or 85, and the daily low, we feel that the low is already seen, so that's why we are going for slightly higher level. So let's next move on to gold euro. Okay, the gold euro, what we are expecting on the weekly. Okay, looks like the low is already seen, and we should be looking a weekly target at 2945 at least, or extension of this low, which also gives around that level 2945 or 2935. So if we are going for a weekly low, the low should be 2855, okay, or extension of this low, which is 2870. Okay, 2870. So let's see the day, then at least we might get a clue. Yeah, the day is in a range. So now I think we have very clear direction. So we can go for a weekly buy at extension of this level or low of this, which is 2840. Okay, this is a weekly low, 2840, and target of 2940, which is 100 points move this week we are expecting on the gold euro. So if we look for this 2840, okay, stop 2834. Okay, this is a weekly low we are looking at, and the target we are looking for 2940. So this is the gold euro weekly order. Okay, weekly order. So as far as the selling is concerned, I think it's a straightforward. We will go for a sell at 2950. Okay, 2950. Sorry, 2950. Put a stop at 56, and remember the counter trend, we need to put a TP. So if it's 50, we will try to exit at 10. Okay, 10, about $40 away. Okay, this is a weekly sell or a weekly target we are expecting. So this 2 for the weekly is already given. Sorry, I'm not saying the screen. Sorry. So we are going for gold euro sell at 2950, which is a weekly target we are expecting, and a weekly low of 2840. Okay, so this is the weekly. So now we are going to see for a daily. So the daily, we should be looking to buy at 2860 and exit before 2900. That means extension of this high as a target, since this is a range. So to give us a confirmation or the confidence, let's look at the 2 hour, then we see how this is trading. Okay, the 2 hours is indicating that the market is struggling to go up. Okay, struggling to go up. So we will try to go for a day buy at 2870. Okay, 70 and exit at 2900. So that is going to be a day buy. Okay, so let's go and key in that order. Two 2870 to 2864 and 2900. Okay, this is a day, expiry is today. This is a day buy. Then the day target, okay, what we are expecting is either the 2890 has to break. If it breaks, then we can see 2905. Okay, so that should be our day sell. Okay, day sell, we look for two 2911, and remember the counter trend, we should put a target because we don't expect a very big move happening. Okay, so this is a day sell. Okay, so we have a day buy, day sell, which is 2905. So now finally we look for a scalping buy or sell. So the scalping buy the stop should be 2870 and our entry should be within this level retracement. So which means to say we would go for a buy at 80 stop at 74 half. TP will try to exit before this 2890 or 2888. Okay, so I think that is a scalping call. Okay, this one, the expiry, we only give about 2-3 hours from now. So, which means to say 12 plus 3 is 15. 15 minus 5, so it's about 10 o'clock. Okay, so we are buying at 2880, stop at 2874, TP at 2888. So this is going to be a scalping entry for gold euro. Finally, we are going to see gold Aussie. Then after that, later on, the second session, we'll try to go on indices. So let's look at the weekly range for gold Aussie. Okay, the gold Aussie is showing the price is creeping higher, but this still within this this long range candle. So that means our final target should be 5300 or 786 retracement of that level, which is 5245. Okay, so as of now we will take the target at 5245 and 5300. Okay, so that should be our target. So as far as the weekly low is concerned, since it's making higher lows, this low has to be higher than this or equal high. So which means to say we will look for equal high, which is 5085, or if higher low, we are looking for 510. We'll take it as 5105. Okay, so let's see the day for confirmation. Okay, this is going higher highs, and we should see the price stopping before. Remember earlier on was target was 5300, so I think we should be exiting before 5245, somewhere 45. So let's go for a day. Sorry, this is a week buy, right? Okay, weekly buy. Okay, weekly buy. This is a day order, day chart. Okay, so I think we will go for 5080. Okay, as a weekly buy. Then the weekly sell will try to go for 5302 or 05. Okay, so let's key in this order. This is going to be weekly buy 5080, stop 5074, and TP we will go conservative 5240. Weekly low. So this is the order we have given just now. Buying at 5080, stop at 5074, TP at 5240. So the next one we are going to go for a weekly sell. Okay, weekly sell. Expiry is until end of the week. So weekly sell 5305 and 5311, and remember that if it's a counter trend, we need to exit. Okay, so we'll just give a price TP 5290. Later we'll do the adjustments. Okay, weekly sell. So this is a weekly buy, weekly sell for gold Aussie. Okay, then finally we go for day buy, day sell. Okay, day buy, I'm looking at 5. Okay, hold on. Let me see the 2-hour chart. Okay, the 2-hour has already bottomed, so we should be looking to buy at 5140 and exit either at 5160 or extension of this level, which is 5175. So we'll go for a 5140. Okay, let me see the 15-minute. Yeah, I think it should be okay. So we have a day buy. Okay, day buy order. Gold Aussie 5140. Stop 5134. TP 5174. Okay, this is a day order, day buy. So this is a day buy. We have given gold Aussie. Okay, buying at 5140, stop at 5134, TP at 5174. Then we have a day sell. Okay, the day sell we are looking for. Okay, looking for either extension of this or 5200. Okay, either one. But need to see a break of this level, then only we can see the price heading towards the high. So we have a resistance at 5185 and 5195. So we will go for a sell at 5185. Okay, and remember this is a counter trend. Okay, so selling at 5185. Okay, we'll put it as 5173 day order. Okay, day sell. Okay, what we'll do is, since we saw the 5195, so maybe we'll put a slightly higher level. Okay, so we are going for a day sell, 5194, selling 5199 half, stop, then 5178 as a TP. So then finally we should be going in the direction of the flow and a scalping entry. That means scalping is within the range. So we will try to buy 5150, exit at 5160. Okay, let me double check one more time. We can put it as okay, the stop. Okay, with the stop we will put below this level 43. So we will buy at 48 and TP at 62. Okay, 62. This is a scalping entry. See, scalping has to be within the range. A day and swing can be outside the range, so that's the difference you need to understand. For 8, for 3, 60, and this is expiry is but 3 hours, 4 hours from now. Okay, so we have 5 entries on the gold Aussie. Okay, weekly low 5080, weekly high 5305, daily low 5140, daily high 5194, and scalping entry. Okay, this is within the range. So overall, I think these are the orders which we have keyed in. So I hope maybe you might find it a bit confusing or a bit not relevant, but take note that we are trying to give you the best solutions to trade without emotions. Okay, so you need to understand this, how to get move on. Okay, so we just key in the orders, let it work. Then when the order is filled, then we go for the trade. Then we go for add-on, depending on the price target. Then all this. So there's a lot of things which we do behind the scene, which I think you must understand how this work and how this is going to be. So our rule of the game is, okay, we'll take risk about 2%, okay, 2% per day. And our price target is also, we are looking at 2 to 3% per day. And we will take as much trade as possible, as many trade as possible, with the risk control at all times. And of course, analyzing the direction of the trend and so on and so forth. So thank you very much for coming. Okay, I'll see you again in another 16:45. Another 4 hours 45 minutes. Okay, thank you and good luck.